Hi everybody, it's your old mate Daryl. Well, I'm back in Withernsea and I've got Toby the Valiant. There he is. Let's go and have a look at the car. I don't want to get too close. There's all this broken glass and we have to think about Toby's paws. More damage done to it. You can see the back windows have gone through. There's lots of glass on the floor. The back, it's been scratched a bit. The back's been dinted. Windscreen wipers smashed. Back screen wipers smashed. That's been damaged even more. You know, the sills. They've been in at the engine. I don't know what they've done. I thought somebody had nicked the battery by now. So you can see the car's in a pretty bad way. Well, whatever day we're on Tuesday. Oh, look at that boy. I actually rung the council. Oh no, it was yesterday. I actually rang the council when I came out the morning with Toby. I spoke to this numpty who went, after telling him where it is, he says, are you sure it's a council car park? I said, of course I'm sure. Right, is there a notice? I said, yeah. What does it say? So I'm going to have to go all the way back now to find it, but rest be assured, it is a council car park and it's closed at the moment. Oh, is it? But I need to know what the notice said, so I ended up having to walk all the way back to the notices and read them out. It's, have you got the postcode? I said no, but I told him exactly where it was. Oh, so I'll have to find the postcode now. I was waiting for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes, maybe longer. See, there's a notice there. No camping on this car park, East Riding of Yorkshire Council. Hi mate. So, oh, he said, right, I need the registration number of the car, says sure, and I need its description. Yeah, so I gave him the car's registration number and its colour, make, and model, described the situation it was in. Oh, he said, right, I'll report that for you. So that was yesterday. It's like I said, if the locals aren't that bothered about it, neither am I. It's just a thought. You know what kids are like. Hi Eclipse. How are you today? Yeah, you know what kids are like, and my worry is they set the damn thing on fire and they get hurt. They get burned or something. And I told the lad that at the council, he goes, oh, like that. Not once did he say, just I'll report it. There you go. Well, I've done what I can do anyway. Well, it's a lovely day today. Look at that. Look at the haze. One of those. You know, it's not even a. You know, it's certainly not warm like it is in summer, but it's nice. There's your sun. That big disc in the sky. came out with my coat on. Within a few minutes I realised there was too much, so I took it off. I've got it here, wrapped around my bag, my gimbal bag. I think this gimbal's alright actually. Hi Guy, how are you? Oh, I know. It's unbelievable to have such good weather, isn't it? After what we have had. You know, it's not brilliantly warm, but it's certainly not cold. You know, it's certainly nice to be out and enjoying it. Yeah, this gimbal's certainly good. Now I'm getting used to it. I'm looking forward to doing a video with it at some point. Did you manage to watch my bus video yesterday? Oh yeah, it was excellent, weren't it? It was I've never done one of them before, a video on the bus, but yeah, it was just brilliant, that, going through the villages of East Yorkshire. It was well worth it. And then that walk round, oh wow. I ended up doing 13 miles in total yesterday, which were good. I've not done anything today, I've just done about... Come on. I've just done about 4 miles today, if I'm honest. I took the old Duchess shopping and she struggles with mobility. She wanted to go early, so we went reasonably early, it just turned 10 o'clock. We were back for about 11:30. Normally, I'd have gone out, come back, she wrote a list and boom, I'd have just done it. But no, it did a good to get out anyway. Hello love. So I was happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to do that probably next time. Yeah, those towns, well, they're all like little villages, and yeah, they're all quite interesting. A friend of mine once, you know, when he did his PhD, it was on the agriculture of East Yorkshire, of this area, back in the, I think, 16th and 17th centuries. I might be wrong on that. He became a lecturer at the University of Central Lancashire. Like me, he's retired now. He ended up moving to the lakes. The thing is, British universities are not what they should be. They were about 58. Like me, he'd come up the hard way. And the university decided they were paying him too much and his job could be done by somebody with half the knowledge and experience that he had. He found himself being talked into taking redundancy. It's okay. He's not short or anything like that. He's got a reasonably good life. Yeah, round here, it's all agriculture. You got two big things. You got the coast, and then you've got agriculture. You got countryside. It's all very rural. The whole of East Yorkshire's like that. You've got your cities like Hull and towns like Beverley and Driffield. Then you've got Goole, which is further to the west. But other than that, go on, we're going to walk down here or what? Other than that, it's very rural, and mainly to do with growing things, vegetables, and a lot of potatoes and things are grown around here. Do you want to go on the beach? No, he doesn't. Come on then. I didn't know whether he would or he wouldn't go on the beach. Tide's coming in now, but it'd have been fine, but it does get a bit funny. Yeah, it really is a nice, East Yorkshire is really a nice place to live. In contrast that and compare it with like West Yorkshire, where you've got the Pennines, subsistence farming, where they have a few cows and a couple of goats up on a hill. Here you've got big fields, combine harvesters what'll get the harvest in. It's just amazing. You know, I'm a Lancashire lad. Lancashire and Yorkshire have never been friends, but you know what? I'd never want to live anywhere else. We've got a dog coming up with his mum, so let's watch what I'm doing with Esquire. Hello. Hello, little fella. Toby's no problem with him. Oh, the Peak District is absolutely beautiful. It's beyond compare. You know, and it's well worth looking through Derbyshire. Honestly, it is well worth it. Go to places like Glossop in the north of the county. You've got your Pennines. It's just, whoo, amazing. It's a lot to see there in Derbyshire. But England, you know, Britain itself, it's a beautiful country. Every bit of it's different. Well, yeah, there's lots of them. Hi Dave, how are you? There's lots of old trails, you know, former railway tracks that they've turned into trails. They're doing one now near Bradford. I think it's called a Greenway. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's really promising. We've got an old rail trail from Heddon into Hull. It actually goes from Withernsea into Hull. You can go so far, then you can't go any further. And then it picks up just before Heddon. And that, I did that in the summer, and I've got that on my channel somewhere, and it was a lovely walk. Yeah, I'd say that to anybody, but yeah, there are lots and lots of nice walks in the UK. Yeah, so I've got my gimbal out again, and it is good. It'll be more useful when I can use the software with it on a proper video. So that's the next thing I intend doing. Yes, I really enjoyed yesterday. That walk round Ulvo, the old town. It was amazing, weren't it? All the work that they're doing in the city. You got the work on the A63 that we saw at the beginning. And then later on, when we hit, hang on, yeah, when we actually got over to the Maritime Museum around there, then the other work they're doing in that around that park, which leads up to the college. And that's just some of it. There's a lot more of it. Yeah, that's right, Guy. Yeah, software for the stabilizer. Yeah, this is good. I'm moving my gimbal about, and it's staying where it is. But it's got its own software as well, which will be good for videos. Hello. Hi, Flack. Yeah, it's great. There are a lot of people what come here fishing, Fox, a lot. Some down there now, a guy down there fishing. And we just pulled Toby in. There you go. Hi Jack, how are you today? A lovely day here. It really is. What are you doing, Toby? You know, I was just saying about yesterday. I think yesterday was brilliant, weren't it? I didn't get home though until it was about 8:10. I missed the bus back to Withernsea that I wanted to get. So I had to wait an hour. So while I was waiting, I sorted my video out, you know, my live video out, made sure that was sorted out. So I did all that. And then went and got myself a cup of coffee and a butty sandwich and just waited. Rang the old Duchess up to tell her what had happened. I'd missed my bus. I'd have to wait an hour. Literally missed it by a minute. Oh well. You know, that statue to Amy Johnson, I mean, you think of it, 1930s, she flew from London to Sydney in a biplane. I'm alright sir. Oh, thanks for that. Fox Racing. Ah, cheers, thanks for that. Lucky Shamrock. How are you today? It's good to see you anyhow. Well, why not? Was who from Hull? Amy Johnson, yeah. Apparently so. Apparently she was born in Hull. Yeah, why not, Fox, if that's what you want to do. Oh, that's good, Lucky Shamrock. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, so she was born in Hull and she flew a plane, literally. I mean, then I think it took about 8 or 9 days, you know, to get from the UK over to Oz. You know, she'd have to keep landing to refuel and things like that, and to sleep. I mean, nowadays them things pilot them, you just set the course. In an aeroplane, it just gets you there. All you have to do is watch your fuel gauge. The thing will even land itself, won't it? But in them days, the early days of flight, I think it was a very different thing. Come on. Hi mate. Hey, oi. Enough of that. Hi Sammy, how are you? Really, Jack? Is that's amazing. That really is amazing. She was certainly a very brave woman, wasn't she, though? I mean, to undertake something like that in that flimsy little plane. Yeah, Hi Edward, how are you today? Come on, Toes, I don't like you walking near the road. Come on. Come on, Toby. I'm great, me. A day like today is always good. Toby, come off the road. The tide's coming in. I think it's a bit choppy and I think he's a bit nervy at it. Dave, the United Nations were finished a long time ago. It's always been a talk shop. Ah, my bus went on Holderness Road yesterday and she's in her 90s. My God. I bet she can tell a story. Cool. It is. But then again, I'm not wearing a coat. But I did come out with my coat. Which I've got here, look. Come on, Toby. But it's not, it's alright. If I put me, it's one of those, if you put my coat on, I'll just be too hot. It's not really warm enough for a coat, but it's a little bit too chilly not to have one, if that makes sense. Yeah, thanks Fox Racing. Thanks for that. It's a nice jumper, this. Oh, Toby, you're making my life hard. Come on. Oh God. Wow, 18, that'll be something. It really is beautiful, honestly. It is a place to be. Why are you worried about Iran, Edward? Oh no, it's absolutely amazing here. Toby, come on. We're okay. What it is, he can hear the waves and things, and I think that's what's freaking him out. Now, this what's going on in Iran, Edward. It's been coming a long, long, long time. The ones I worry about in Iran are the ordinary people who are being killed by the Revolutionary Guard and people like that. They've had a long time. We could have done something to stop this from happening. You know, if the Iranian government, the mad mullahs and the ayatollahs used the money that they made from the oil to improving the life of their citizens, instead of giving it to terrorist groups across the world, they wouldn't be in this situation, would they? And this is the thing. I mean, nobody wants a war. But they've pushed it, they've pushed it, they've pushed it, and they've pushed it. They killed their own people. They don't care. I don't know how this is all going to end. But something had to happen. Yes, it's a dog. Okay. Well, I know, no, it's right, love. I'm thinking of you with a stick. Yeah. I didn't want your dog pulling you or.
No, it's not me used to it. It just he wants to play with everybody, don't he?
Come on. Used to be a fishing port. Well, not even a port, just a fishing village, really. It was a very small, back in its heyday, it was a small town and fishing was its main business, and a little bit of tourism came in the 19th century when we built the pier. Since then, you know, fishing's got less importance. Tourism we still have some, but now it's mainly a place where old people come and live it to retire to. Ooh, it's all right, don't worry. You know, so now, oh dear, oh hell. I didn't realise this guy were coming with the two mad. Hiya! How are you? Long time no see. Hiya, mate.
How are you doing? All right.
I'm good, are you? How are they?
Now the sun's come out a bit. Did he get that egg? Did he put that eagle owl on?
Yes.
Did he get any response from it?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, wasn't it? Really?
Weren't it?
Yeah. I'd like to come a bit close because he's a lovely dog. Look, these little shitters. Yeah.
Oh, they're lovely. They're lovely. We know them. I remember when they put the fear of God into him.
I know, because he's about a year younger and he's only about 2.5 now.
Yeah. He's about 18 months
Yeah,
now.
they're getting a bit better. No fault.
They'll be lovely. I'll see you later, folk. That's two of my people there, my subscribers. There's quite a lot of people out today. No, I mean, usually it's pretty dead on here. That's it, Jack. Just keep calm, carry on. Whatever's going to happen will happen. It is a nice place to live. It really is. You just get on with your life. And, you know, I think if you've got a family here, it's a good place if you've got a young family. But then, you've got to think about work. There isn't much in the line of work, which would mean you'd have to work in Hull. I mean, you got all sorts of problems. You saw all the roadworks and stuff in Hull yesterday. Well, this is the problem. And the other problem you'd have round here is we don't have a sixth form college. So when you got little kids, you know, it's fine. But later on, when the kids get to 16 and we're doing A-levels, or whatever post-16 qualification we're doing, you know, it's like a bus journey away. You know, it's like an hour. The nearest college is about an hour's bus ride away. So that's another issue, really. I don't think we could have lived here when the lads were a lot younger for that reason. No work. And no colleges. Well, we're going to give Toby a treat. These are the ones he likes. So we're just going to put that back in my pocket. Toby. There we are. So Toby's had his treat. Yeah, houses are very cheap here. People moan about the prices, believe it or not. Guy, did I remember the treats or did I remember the treats? It's something I very rarely forget. What had happened, I'd put them in my pocket, my coat pocket, and I'd come out with no coat. So yeah, very important, I've got the treats on me. Yeah, you're right about house prices. I mean, my bungalow, when we bought it, that was in 2015, it cost us £73,000. If I were to sell it now, I don't know how much we'd get for it. I think, according to Rightmove, we'd probably get about 120. Not that I want to sell it. If I were to buy something similar where we used to live in Elland in West Yorkshire, not far from Halifax, I'd probably be looking at 250 for something very similar in a similar sort of area. I could probably get a cheaper bungalow, but would I want to live in that area? The area I live is quiet. You never get any problems. Your worst problems, or the worst problems I've had, are people parking in front of my car. So I'd probably, be able to get something cheap, but with it would come a lot of problems. Our house, it was ready to move into. 2 bedrooms, shower room. Hello, love. Shower, living room, and a kitchen. And it's fine. There's the other thing, our bills are cheap. £83 a month for gas and electric. And I've built up about £900 credit. Well, this is the thing. There was about 6,000 people that live in Withernsea, to be honest. Ah, that's alright, don't worry about it. Fox racing. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed yesterday, Edward. I really enjoyed it. It is. That's a good thing about Withernsea, for dogs. It's absolutely amazing. Just look at that sun. Oh, definitely, Edward. Definitely. Nice to see the sun. No, yesterday's walk though was fantastic. The whole thing was fantastic. From leaving our house right the way up to getting back. What are you looking for? It was just, the whole lot was just enjoyable. If you like something new round, I'd walked on them streets before, like on Whitefriar Gate, and places like that, and I've been to the museum several times. I took my grandkids there, maybe just before lockdown. They've got some really good things in there. They've got a Viking longboat that they discovered. I think it was when they were building the Forth Bridge. No, sorry, the Humber Bridge. But anyhow, they found it. Or they recovered it, restored it, and it's there to see in the whole museum. That was amazing, that. We've got lots and lots and lots of Roman mosaics. Just amazing. So at some point we'll go back there when it's open, and I'll do a video, and I'll put the video on my channel, because I think it'd be hard to talk people through it as such. So I'll do that. Yes, there's a lot of architecture in Hull, a lot. Toby. The fare for the bus. I know, it's always nice to see Toby, isn't it? The bus fare to Hull, it's £3 there and £3 back if you pay your fare. But because I'm an old pensioner, I get a free bus pass, so I can go anywhere I want. I think it's England and Wales. I don't think you can do it in Scotland, but I can go anywhere I want, free, on the buses. You got, yeah, it wasn't the architecture in Hull. We do a lot of filming in Hull because of its architecture, Jack. It was neat. You're right, Sammy. Ha 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 ha! Yep. Yeah. Well, when I do it, I will put it on the channel, guys, so it'll be there for people to look at. Yeah, well, it's more than that. I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes. Something like that, altogether. Because there were two videos, 47 minutes, and then I think a 37-minute video, and a little bit of space in between. I'd knocked it off and I hadn't realised it. So, I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. For £3. And as I said, I get it free anyway, because I'm a pensioner. And I'm just going to try and use my car less now anyway. You know, fuel prices are going to rocket. So I'm just going to try and limit what I do. I'll go to drive to Hornsey for my coast watch, and that's going to be about as good as it gets, really, and shopping and stuff like that. We have a big shop that we do every week. Other than that, if I go anywhere, it's going to be on bus. I have another project in mind as well, which I'm going to bring you all in on. I want to know how far I can get in one day. using my bus pass. So what my aim is to go from Withernsea to Leeds and then decide where to go from there. I know I can get to Leeds, I've worked it out. I might even stay somewhere overnight in a travel lodge or something, I don't know. But how about trying to get from Withernsea to Blackpool in a day? Now that'd be something. Again, I'd have to video that. I wouldn't video all of it, I'd just video when I get on and off buses and local areas and things while I'm waiting for the next bus. And if we got to Blackpool, I'll walk round. I'm at my normal time. Just do an hour's walk. Wherever I happen to be at that particular time. Just get off the bus and go for a walk. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Hiya Bobby, how are you? And Toby's definitely here. There you are, Tobes. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I'd have to edit it and everything else. If I'm going to do that, it'd be about, I don't know how long it'd take me to do it. So I'd have to really edit it. Edit it to about an hour and 20 minutes. So you'd be like condensing a full day into about an hour and 20 minutes. And I'd do my normal live as well on top. But we'll see. I'll have to really think it out as to how I'm going to do it and keep it interesting. But I was just thinking yesterday to be good with that. If I get to Blackpool in a day. I'll make my way to Crewe and go and have a pint with Dave. That'd be a good one as well, wouldn't it? How would I do it? Withernsea to Leeds, Withernsea to Hull, Hull to Goole, Goole to Selby, Selby to Leeds, Leeds to Halifax, Halifax to Huddersfield, or Leeds to Huddersfield probably, Huddersfield to Manchester, Oldham and then Manchester. I mean, I don't know what I'd do then to get to Crewe. I'd have to look at that. How comfortable are the bus seats? Oh dear, not. The one I was on yesterday, not very. You end up, do you ever remember the old Leyland National buses? You know, you'd sit at the back, but you'd have a square bum. Well, I was sat at the front, as you could see, but I had a square bum when I got off. No, that's it. If you're over pension age, you're in the UK, you're entitled to a free bus pass. It's good. There's a lot of older people who can't drive. A lot can, but there's a lot who can't. My old Duchess can't drive. And not only that, you don't always want to go out driving. I mean, if you go into Hull and you're driving, it's okay. I have a little bit of knowledge of the town. I know where I can park. But here's the thing, if I needed to go into Hull city centre for whatever reason, it's going to cost me a fortune in parking. Literally. So I'd have to, you know, it's easy, but it's just a lot less bother going in by bus. So it's good in that way as well. Yeah. No, you're right, Jack. I am a good walker, as you know. No problem. But you think of me old Duchess has real mobility problems. You know, she struggled when we went to Aldi shopping, Tesco and Aldi shopping this morning. So, I'm fine, me, I'm good. I know where to park the car. If I've got to walk a mile and a half, well, so be it. I can do that. You know, it's absolutely great. I'm all right with it. But there's a lot of people who can't. So the bus does. And like I said, it was just great doing it. It brought back a lot of memories going on the bus. Going back when the boys were young, I were young, and dinosaurs roamed the earth. We used to go out, me and the two lads, Reuben and Samuel, and Pat, and Nicola. We'd get on the bus. We actually went to Italy on the bus. Imagine that. Going all the way from northern England to Italy. This is before cheap airfares came about. And we went all the way to Italy. It took us 30 hours to get there. Me and Pat with Nicola. I think Reuben were about 4-year-old and Sammy were about 2.5. It was a good holiday. I think Reuben and Sammy didn't have to pay for because they were under whatever age you had to be. Nicola came free with 2 adults. You get a child free, so it cost us, just for me and Pat, I think it was £99 each. So that's 2 adults and 3 kids for less than £200 going to Italy for 10 days. 1.5 days getting there, 1.5 days getting back, and 7 days there. It was brilliant. Oh, did you? You did some weeding. Yeah, no, you're right, Guy. Yeah, I did. I can walk. How did the bus? Right. Well, we went on a ferry. Yeah, we got down to Dover, and it was before the Channel Tunnel were built. I'm going back to the. Hang on, I'm getting myself tied up. Hang on. Right, let's see what I can do. It was before the Channel Tunnel was built. You know, I don't know what we've done, Toby. We're okay now. We're all right. I'd got myself tied up with Toby's lead, my gimbal bag and my coat. Right, we're okay, we're done now. Whew. No, and we went over the channel on a ferry, P&O ferry, and then from there we just motored down to northern Italy, went over the Alps, the St Bernard Tunnel, through Switzerland. We went through the centre of Milan, I remember that. And we weren't that far from Venice, a place called Bibione. Oh, it was lovely. Didn't want to come back. My wife went back to Italy. Her and her mate passed away last year. Maybe about 3 years ago now. And the two of them went on the coach. She doesn't like flying, doesn't the Duchess, and neither did her mate. So they went on the coach. 30 hours there. 30 hours back. I wouldn't want to do it now. But at the time, it was great. I'd never been abroad. This was our first time ever. And the company that operated it was basically for, they gave people like us a chance to go somewhere without having to pay out loads of money, which we didn't have. Yeah, the hovercraft. Yeah, it was a roll-on, roll-off ferry. Dave. P&O. I remember that, it was a P&O ferry. And it was just, you remember that, the ferry what sunk us at Zeebrugge? Literally weeks after that, because I thought, oh shit, it's the same company. But now we're no problem, the bus rolled on. We got off, we went and got something to eat. I think it took about an hour and a half to get across. We got across. We had to get off at the other end and show the people over there our passports and just got back on the bus, and that was us. When we went through into Italy though, it was late, it was early hours of the morning, and these armed policemen got on the bus. God, what they're looking for. We just checked our passports and they got off and the coach started motoring again. Same when we got into Italy. Well, the police weren't armed, we just checked our passports. We didn't even have to get off there in Italy, we just got on, had a look, and then the bus continued and that were it, and we got off at Bibione. It was a camping holiday. We were in a tent. Oh, but it was lovely weather, it was warm. It was like early April, but it was really warm, and we're on the Mediterranean coast, the Adriatic coast. It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I can remember that. I've never been on one, but I certainly remember them, the hovercraft. I remember them, Jack. We don't have them anymore. What's petrol at? The last I saw, I think it was 133. That was last night. I used diesel and it was 143. I filled up on Monday and it was 139 when I filled up, and that was Monday, but I don't know what it is now. I think last night diesel were 141 what I saw. 141.9. Hello. So I don't know what it is. I'd say to anybody, just fill up and just keep filling up. Don't. I won't use the car until Monday when I go to Coast Watch. I probably won't bother filling up this week, but next week I'll fill it again. I'll probably only get about 4 or 5 litres in it, but I'm just going to keep it topped up like that. Got a little doggy up here with his mum and dad. I mean, my car's pretty good. It's a big car. It's a 1.6 turbo diesel, but I can get up to about 60 miles a gallon in it. If I'm going to go on a run, say I'm going to go to West Yorkshire, it's about 100 mile to my son's house. I'm looking at 60 mile a gallon. So it's not that bad. So what I'll probably do, not this Monday, but next Monday, not Monday coming, but next Monday, I'll fill it up again. So it'll probably be a couple of gallon. Probably cost me about, at the moment, it probably costs me about £7, £8. But then who knows what the price will be. But rather than just leave it until I've run it down, I'll just keep it topped up. No, not actually, Jonathan. No, we have miles per hour and litres here in the UK. No, I don't drive at 15 mile an hour. I tend to put my foot down a bit. Yeah, the grass is green. Don't forget, we have had a lot of rain. Look at that sun. Just imagine that. It's very hazy though. All right, no, not actually, Jonathan, no. Yeah, that's right, Jack. We have this, we still have miles in the UK, miles per gallon, but you go and buy a litre of fuel. You buy your fuel in litres. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. We have miles per hour. How many miles a gallon do I get? Things like that. But we buy fuel in litres. It's stupid, really. As you said, a mix between metric and imperial. No, I'm not a 15 mile an hour man. Jonathan, I tend to put my foot down a bit. But my car is good, actually. Mind the other week, when that warning light come on, I was thinking of trading it in. Even the Duchess said, let's trade it in and get a new one. See, it is 10-year-old, but I've had no more trouble with it. I put some Red X in it. I thought it could be one of the injectors were a bit blocked or something like that. Right, we're going to just come off the highway a minute. Hiya. Shut up, you fool. Oh, Toby, the Valiant, wants with a big dog. Yeah. That's better. Where are we? We're at a place called Withernsea. We're about 20 miles east of Hull in East Yorkshire. What you're looking at there is the North Sea. Yeah, look at the sun now. Look at the reflection in the water. Now that is nice, isn't it? It's strange, isn't it, the way we do things. A gallon of milk, yeah. A gallon of ice, well, I don't know about a gallon of iced tea, but yeah. But a litre of soda, well, yeah, it's just like us with gallons and litres, so. No, I think it is different, isn't it? You're right there, Dave. And I think you measure car engines in litres as well, like we do. And I've got a couple of little girls with a dog here, so I'm going to try it, or 2 dogs. Yeah, so it's just a bit. I think our gallon's just over 4 litres, about 4.3, something like that. Right, and we'll give this dog a wide berth. Right, mate. Hiya. Hello, boy. Yeah, I know. Right, we'll come back onto the beaten track. Got a couple of young girls across the road. I want to get past them. Yeah. Yeah, so ours is about, I think ours is about 4.5 litre, isn't it, Dave? Our gallon. You know, quick mental calculation, 1.76, I think, litres to the pints to the litre. bags of milk. I've not come across that one. Whenever I go to a shop again, I tend to get 4 litres of milk. I think it's 4 litres, I don't know. Might be 2 litres. 4 litres of a really big one. 2 litres of milk. Which is like just short of 4 pints. Come on, Toby. Would you like a treat? Well, let's get past this doggy first, because I'm going to be fiddling in my pocket. So we're getting the treats out again. So Toby the Valiant. Come on, Toby. Whoa, what have I got for Toby? That's better. Right. Yeah, Toby. There you go, he's had his treats. I can put them back in my pocket. There we are. There you go, some more fishermen.
YouTube channel.
It is. Yep. You caught anything?
No, first.
Huh?
Yeah. I have 2 pots.
Oh, great. That's your tea sorted out.
Yeah. Just like my bed as well.
Oh, great.
Loads of that.
Yeah, they are now. They're- Blimey, I never knew that. Sammy, I didn't know that. Right, I didn't know that the milk came in bags in Canada. Blimey. Well, you're always pretty good with me, Sammy. Yeah. Yeah, and you got a Nissan truck, that's nice. Yeah, they are calm now, but we were getting a bit choppy earlier on, because Toby were getting a bit upset with it. Well, Guy, it can. I mean, back in January, 3 people got washed into the sea. A young girl. Hiya. Yep. Where's the dogs? It's your friends, look. We haven't got Milo with them. The dogs are looking after the house, are they?
That's it, yeah. They're getting tea ready.
Oh, that's good. See you both later. Yeah, that's right. And what had happened, you got a girl, Grace, she was called, and her and her mum were from Mansfield or somewhere, and she were taking pictures of the tide, which was pretty fierce that night. And she got took into a rogue wave came up, and it took her into the sea. And Mum, seeing what had happened, quite naturally jumped in to save her daughter. Now there were a local bloke, who'd seen it, and he jumped in to try and rescue Mum and daughter. The three of them were swept away, and it took about over 2 weeks for Grace's body to be found. They found Mum's body and the guy's body that night. Both were dead, but it took about just over 2 weeks for them to find Grace's body. We were out that night. We were all out, and we saw the blue light of an ambulance, and I didn't think anything of it. And then from nowhere we saw the helicopter, the search and rescue helicopter. And even then, at first I thought it was an exercise. Strange time to do it, but nevertheless it's an exercise, until we got closer. And then somebody was giving me a running commentary of what had gone on. And then the police were trying to move us all on. Apparently they wanted the air ambulance, they wanted where we were, which is just over here now, and they wanted that space for the air ambulance to land. But it was so windy, the air ambulance couldn't land. And they couldn't have done anything anyhow. If it had have done, it was just absolutely awful. And then bit by bit the truth started to filter out as to what had gone on. There's his crab. And well, it was just terrible. Thanks, Deborah. No, we have had a good day today. No, it really was terrible what had happened. A lot of people put flowers. I'll show you where it actually happened. You've got the pier towers just here, and this is where it actually happened. The girl was standing at the top, and then this wave came in at the back of her. It was terrible, really. There were lots of flowers on here afterwards. Sometime this month we're going to have the post-mortem. Oh, we got the military here, I think. Come on, we don't want to get run over, yeah? So we've got the British Army here. This is where it happened. Some flowers which have been left for those who lost their lives. at the back of him. So we got the military. Ah, lads, what are you in?
QY?
Huh?
The Queen's Own Yeomanry.
Queen's Own Yeomanry. Oh, right. What brings you here?
Doing some driving.
Yeah.
Oh well, enjoy it anyway. Good to see you. So in the Queen's Own Yeomanry. And they're driving, so they got a couple of Land Rover Defenders. So all in all, we've done about 8 miles today. Given I didn't go out this morning, I sacrificed that for our Duchess so she could go shopping. All in all, I'm not done that bad. So tomorrow I'm going to put some miles in. Saturday I'll put some miles in, and Sunday. Yeah, I think we did about a mile, to be honest. I didn't do that much. We drove to Tesco, walked around Tesco with the Duchess, just got what I wanted, or what she wanted. Back in the car to Aldi, did the same at Aldi, and then back home. So in all, I'd walked about a mile. So that's it, I've walked about, by the time I get home, I've walked about 8.4, 8.5 mile. And a mile of that will have been with the old Duchess when I went shopping. Wonder what it was, a couple of lads at the back of me. I think we're having a curry for tea. No, we're not. I don't know. Well, whatever we're having, I'll be glad to have something to eat, actually. I mean, in all fairness, all I've had to eat today is a pasty and some cornflakes. And yesterday, all I had were a couple of butties. Couple of sandwiches. I'm in about 8 point. I'll tell you in a moment. That's it. Happy Street. That's right, Leo. I've done 8.35 miles in total, Edward. So by the time I get home, it'll be 8.5. So just now I've walked 7.5 miles. It's a lovely sky still. Oh, he's just seen the pussycat. What could he do to the pussycat, I ask you? The pussycat would kill him. He wouldn't stand a chance against the cat. He thinks he could. But cats can be vicious. And they can beat a dog up any time. That's right, isn't it, Dave? A dog doesn't stand a chance against a cat. Well, guys, I'm back home. Toby just wants to say good night to everybody. Here, Tobes. Yeah. And I just want to say to everybody, thanks very much for another brilliant walk. I've enjoyed tonight, as I always do. I will be having a good evening, guy, definitely. Definitely, you're always welcome, and you're always welcome to join me as well on my walks. Stephen, I'm going home now, and thanks, Edward. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jack. No problem, Stephen. Better late than never. It's just that I haven't finished my walk. So I'm going to go home now and have my tea. So to everybody, thank you very much for your company tonight. Thanks for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscriptions. I couldn't do this without you guys. It's great having you, knowing you're there. So I'm just going to say from me and from Toby, good night. See you tomorrow.